Why hello there people, what's going on? My name is Big Mooney. This here is some Battlefield 3. We're starting off here all MLG Pro like with our M16A3. Yeah, it was my first game of Battlefield 3 for about, I don't even know man, about 10 months, something like that. And I thought I would go in easy, take it slow. Team Deathmatch, North Canals, M16A3, you can't get any easier than that. Really, you can't. This gun is, there's no words to describe how good this gun is, and I forgot how good this gun really was. And I wasn't even the type of person back in Battlefield 3's sort of heyday that would be using this all the time. I'm more the type of guy, I still do it now, where I jump from gun to gun to gun. That's why I really don't have much completion on half the guns in Battlefield 4, but in Battlefield 3 it wasn't really that difficult to unlock all the shit for every gun. And well, the M16A3, a lot of people loved using this thing. Personally, I still loved using it, but I would use a lot of different guns as well. But yeah, I decided let's hop on, let's get a couple of rounds in Battlefield 3, and I really enjoyed it. As a lot of like YouTubers have said over the past few months, whenever anyone has just hopped on Battlefield 3 again after Battlefield 4, Battlefield 3 just feels a whole lot better in every way. I mean, you've got the netcode issues with Battlefield 4, but not even just that. How the guns feel, how the movement really, it's just so much snappier and much better produced. It just is so much more fluid, I think is what I'm looking for. And I had a blast, it was fun. As you can see in the start clips just here, I started out really well, but of course I'm using the M16A3, so none of that counts. No skill, as everyone would say. But nah, it was fun. It was fun to just hop on and just start shredding people with this thing here. And I eventually ran out of ammo to the point where I just whip out the good old MP443, take down one more person before I unfortunately got a bit too carried away and got myself killed. It looks a bit funny because I had this weird problem for the first like round that I played, or first like 2 rounds that I played in this game, where whenever I died it would like minimize my screen for a split second and then it would full screen and stuff, and it kept fucking with my recording, so it looked a bit funny back editing it. But you know, other than that, no problems with this game. It was awesome. They were actually giving this game out for free like a month ago, so hopefully if you were in any way interested in this game, you picked it up if you've never played it before, because it's a fucking fun game, Battlefield 3. I mean, it's not a whole lot different to Battlefield 4, to be totally honest, but it just feels so much more fluid. Damn fun game it is, man. Honestly, I think I could say at this point, it probably is an overall better game than Battlefield 4. I would say so. But I think I actually wanted to ask you guys, and I would be happy to provide, would you guys like to see more Battlefield 3 content on this channel again? It's been a long time since I made a Battlefield 3 video. And like I said, I would be happy to supply that. Obviously, I won't just go back like, oh, I'm just going to play nothing but Battlefield 3 now. But no, I would be happy to provide a Battlefield 3 video every once in a while, as well as possibly some other older Battlefield titles, because some of the older stuff is fucking awesome. And maybe even go back further, I don't know, Battlefield 2 or some shit. I've got the games, I haven't really played them. I don't know, I've had them for a while now, but they've just sort of sat there gathering dust. But moving on to this next game here, we're playing an Operation, or Kharg Island rather, I was going to say Operation Firestorm. Playing some Kharg Island here, playing some Conquest, and this game was absolutely dominated by the enemy pilots. This guy was not paying attention as I go all the way around. I actually tried to shoot him from the other side with my M4A1 and I couldn't quite hit him. I don't know what it was, whether it was at a weird angle or what, but I just could not hit the guy. So I just trekked all the way around while he was busy shooting my teammates. He was oblivious as fuck, so I go around and end up with a ninja stab. But this game here, it was absolutely dominated by the enemy air pilots, and I just felt very isolated trying to capture flags. As you can see, I am the only person capping this flag. When I arrived at this flag, it was fully red. It was the enemy team's flag, and I had to try and capture it all on my own. And in the end, I actually do get it, which is pretty damn nice. You know, it's always good to get a flag cap in there on your own, do your little bit for the team. And one by one, the enemy team actually started approaching, trying to hunt me down. But what would always happen whenever you try to capture a flag was that would happen. Enemy jet out of nowhere, they just fly in from so high and far away, spotting everywhere, I would assume, and they just spot you and just pummel you to death with rockets. And I don't know how I got away from that tank. I'm gonna give myself points there for good maneuvering. I moved myself all the way around all the wreckage and shit that was there and somehow made it away from him. I don't know, I just wanted to include that in there because I thought it was funny. I don't know. I got away from the guy and I was like, okay, I'm just gonna pretend that didn't happen. But the pilots in the other team, I swear to God, have been on this game every day for the past like 3 years. They've just, I don't know, they were doing this thing every once in a while where I would spawn in and I start getting hit by fucking missiles from the jets or just getting shot at from the jets the second I spawned in. I'm gonna assume they know exactly where all the spawn points are of the flags, and they just play on this map doing the same thing so often that they just shoot the fuck out of you as you spawn into the map. That is a fucking cheap move. I just call bullshit on that. But yeah, you get those in every Battlefield game. A certain player who will play nothing but one map, one certain way, do one thing the whole time, and I just don't understand how you could just play the game like that, but each their own. But yeah, every game has that sort of thing. The only game that I've really been like that is Battlefield 1943, where I would only use the planes. But since then, I like to vary up a little bit. And can someone explain to me how a team killed someone? I still don't understand it now, watching it back. It just said like, oh yeah, no, team kill. And I'm just like, what? Like, I'm shooting enemies here. I'm not doing anything here. And for some reason, I end up killing one of my own guys somehow. I don't really know. And how the fuck I did not destroy that LAV, I have no idea. This is the same sniper, by the way. Same spot, looking the same way. Being just as oblivious as before, and I stab him. But the LAV, it was already disabled and I had it with an RPG, it didn't explode, the guy runs around and gets a hit on me and kills me. I was just like, what the fuck? That shit like that just happens way too often in the Battlefield. I was gonna hunt this guy down for the ninja stab, and he was lagging all over the place, so I was like, no. I've played enough Battlefield to know never to chase down someone that's lagging all over the place like that, because you don't know if they're just gonna turn around and kill you before on your screen you even see them turning around and killing you. But I could see this guy here lighting up the tank, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna wait on you. And in the end, I actually eventually got the guy with my second attempt there as he swooped down. And I was happy I actually took one of those jets out of the sky, because they were just being annoying as hell for the whole game. It's more so that you can't really do anything about them as an infantryman trying to capture flags when they're flying around in their multi-million-dollar jet just raining down death upon you. So it was kind of frustrating, and I was quite happy with my very small victory in taking them out of the sky with the RPG. But yeah, no, it's a fun game, Battlefield 3. And I would suggest any of you guys that are getting frustrated or whatever Battlefield 4, hop back on Battlefield 3, have a blast, enjoy yourself, play a few rounds of whatever the fuck takes your fancy. And there's still quite a lot of people playing this. No doubt a few of you will be asking that or be wondering about that. Yes, there are still people playing this. There was actually a load of populated servers, especially, that's what I'm talking about on PC. I don't know about other platforms, so I couldn't really say. This guy made the grave error of just, I don't know, crash landing his scout helicopter or his little bird right into the middle of the base. So I was like, okay, well, why not? This is an open invitation here to do a little bit of flying, showcase my skills. I've said plenty of times in the past, I'm not the best helicopter pilot. I can fly. I think I can actually maneuver the helicopter not too badly. I'm not okay doing that sort of shit. But when it comes to actually trying to aim while doing the same thing, then yeah, that's when it starts getting complicated. Someone was locking onto me and I was just like, shit, maneuvering in and out of shit, so yeah. But yeah, I was just trying my best to pester the enemy jet pilots as much as possible. Unfortunately, I don't think I actually get anyone. I try and lock onto them a few times, and I was just flying in and out of shit all over the place here, playing some Cargaland. But going back to my earlier question, would you guys like to see more Battlefield 3 content on this channel? Because like I said, it has been a long time, and possibly delve into the back catalogue of more Battlefield titles to make some videos of shit showcasing you what the Battlefield used to be like before Hardline comes out. Man, people are giving Hardline some shit, and rightfully so, I would say. It's a fun little game, but it's so soon after the last game, which was a fuck up, and they're demanding full price, so it's a bit, I don't know. Yeah, I actually killed someone with a little bird, look at me go. But of course, as soon as I take my eye off of what I was chasing the whole time I was in the helicopter, and then get shot out of the sky by the jet once again. So that's fantastic. Do love it, just getting killed by jets all the time. Look at this guy. Look how far that guy got off of the ledge there. He got a good like 15 feet off the side of this building. That's a pretty hefty jump. That's impressive. Quick note here at the end. We recently passed 99,000 subscribers on the channel. We're closing in on the good 100, so that's fucking awesome. You guys have been great with your support lately on the videos, and once again, we are on track for the most successful month this channel has ever seen. We're so close to passing that 1 million views in the month sort of milestone, so hopefully we can do that. Do your little bit, hit the like button down below, help out the channel, but you guys have been fucking awesome. I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.